My freshman year in high school, I had a guidance counselor, and frankly, this was the first and last time I went to a counselor because he was so annoying. He literally said, he says, well, you can't do this. You can't be a policeman, and you can't be a fireman, and you can't be in the military, and you can't be an athlete, and you can't be a... And he just kept going and going and going, and finally I stopped him, and I said, whoa, 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 whoa. If what we're going to do is put together a list of the things that I can't do, that list is going to go ceiling to floor 5 times, right? I mean, there's a lot of things I can't do. Let's focus on the 8 or 10 things I can do instead of crossing it. He looked at me like I was from Mars, you know? Wow. And eventually he came around to my way of thinking, but it just made me think, all right, this guy's useless. What can I do? I can think, I can talk. I'm going to go do something where I think and talk, you know? But it's funny because people tend to focus on all the things I can't do. And if you focus there, it's going to take forever to get anything done. When we changed schools, there was a doctor there who reviewed my case, and he said to my mom, Brian will never walk. It'll never get to a point where he can walk. I was in a wheelchair. It's the only time I remember my mom doing something like this. My mom opened the door to the doctor's office, took my wheelchair, shoved me out into the hallway, slammed the door, and I heard her yelling at the doctor. I heard her saying, don't you ever say something like that in front of a patient again, because one of these days someone's going to be stupid enough to believe you. And she stormed out, towing me along. And that's my mom. She is not an emotional, mean, mad, yelling type person, but I'm serious when I say that is the only time I remember her yelling, and it was at a doctor. This is my favorite little sneak entrance through the Omni. I'll show you in a minute, but up to the 4th floor and across a bridge that nobody knows about. There'll be 10 people in line instead of hundreds of people in line. Come with me. I've been in a lot of ballparks over a lot of years around the country. I have yet to see one better for ADA compliance and frankly better as a ballpark in general. Seriously, do what you're good at, because that's where you really get to shine. And that's the attitude that I've had my whole life. I'm going to do what I can do and do it as well as I can. That's fine. I mean, really ask me 8 or 10 questions. Okay, I'll take the time to do that. Because I want them to understand. And frankly, it's the reason I spend a lot of time talking about disabilities. Everybody has questions. When I speak to a group of people, I'll always open it up for Q&A. Hey, you got somebody here who's willing to talk about these things? Everybody has questions. I have questions when I see another disabled person. Fire away. Because we all have the questions, and once those questions are taken care of, oh, okay, I'm just a guy like anybody else doing the best I can with the body I got.